It has been way too long for you to still be in your lazy girl era. What is holding you back from being a hot girl? What is holding you back from being the person you want to be? I know that for me, it can be a lot of things. However, it doesn't have to be. So if you no longer want to be lazy girl and you're ready to get her going, follow these simple steps and watch this video and I'll show you how. What is self-sabotage? Self-sabotage can easily be defined as behaviors that interfere with daily life or stand in the way of long-term goals. Personally, I struggle a lot with procrastination. Procrastination gets in the way of my daily life and a lot of the goals that I have. It can be very difficult to leave those procrastination ways. I've been procrastinating since I was born, but is that a person that I want to be forever? Not necessarily. Here's a story. Yesterday morning, I woke up late and I was like, you know what? I ruined my day. Everything sucks. I'm not gonna do anything. But then I realized, okay, let's just start to edit this YouTube video. Not this one, but a different one. I had like 40 minutes of footage and I just kept watching it and I was like, I don't want this. So I decided we're gonna scrap that, start a new script, got a new script, and then I was just like, well, no, I don't want to do that now. So then I was just like, okay, let's just sit here. So I sat there. And I'm like, all right, let's get out of this. So I'm like, what is something that I can talk about that's actually going to connect with me? And what came to mind? Self-sabotage, baby. I genuinely have been sabotaging my career and a lot of the things that I want to do because of I wake up and I decide, oh, well, the sun's not out. I guess I'm going to be sad. Baby, just because the world isn't perfect every single day doesn't mean that you have to stop. You have to continue to go. You have to continue to do the things that you want to do. When I woke up yesterday, I promise you, the world did not stop. It kept going. And that made me realize that I also had to keep going. And this leads me to the next step, understanding the root cause. A few root causes could be perfectionism, trauma. It could even be imposter syndrome. There's a ton of things that could be your root cause, but that's up to you to figure it out. And that starts with self-awareness. You have to, one, become self-aware and realize, what am I doing that is causing me to not be the person that I want to be? My self-sabotaging behaviors started with procrastination. Then it led to nearly perfectionism and imposter syndrome. But did any of those get me anywhere? They didn't. But when I stopped and I realized, okay, we're a little bit in a rut, we need to kind of get out of this, I was able to figure out how to stop sabotaging. Every day, you can be doing something that sabotages your future, your goals, the person you want to be. However, I want to tell you that you are not alone in this. You do not need to feel as if you're a failure, you're terrible. Like, it sucks to be in the state of mind where you are doing things that aren't allowing you to further yourself, but you also have to have self-compassion, which leads me into the next step. Breaking the cycle. Breaking the cycle can either be easy or it can be hard. The first thing that I want you to start with is becoming self-aware. Become self-aware to your tendencies of what you're doing that is sabotaging your life. Me waking up late, I go, oh my God, like the world's ending. No, it's not ending. Like, it is not ending. The sun's out today, and that is a good thing. Not every day is the sun gonna be out, and the world's gonna keep spinning. You have to reclaim your life and you have to gain power and control. A few ways to do this are by setting realistic goals, loving yourself, having patience, having persistence, and another, celebrate your small victories. Yesterday, like I said, I woke up and I wasn't in my best mood. Then I realized that I came up with a new script that was perfect. And it was like a small victory for me because it made me see that I was aware enough, patient enough, and then I persisted. It's not always going to be that quick, but the more that you learn to get into this practice, the more that it's going to be easy for you. I encourage you all to take time for yourself and to really become one with yourself. And when I say become one with yourself, I'm meaning that take time, get a journal, and write down the person that you want to become. Write down the things that you want to remove from the person that you currently are. Then I want you to write down as if you are already living that life. If you feel it, if you imagine it, it's only going to get you closer to becoming that person. Self-awareness, patience, and persistence are going to ultimately get you there. Being self-aware, knowing what you like, knowing what you don't like. Being patient, allowing yourself to make errors and have time to correct. And then being persistent by not giving up because you haven't seen any results and continuing to move forward. The next thing that I'm going to touch on is empowering yourself for success. To empower yourself for success, you have to be willing to put in the work. A lot of that work may just be shadow work. And shadow work is simply just figuring out what is lying within the subconscious mind. Or at least that's how I see it. When you dig deep into your life and your past and you figure out all these little things about yourself, you start to see a lot of things differently, such as I used to think that I couldn't do YouTube because of A, I didn't fit the stereotypical YouTuber, and then 2, because I just felt as if like no one was going to pay attention, no one's going to watch me. Now, I can either continue to believe that false reality, or I can allow myself to believe that, hey, it might not be your moment right now, but at some point it will be. And that is how I empower you to believe in yourself. Just because of right now it isn't working for you doesn't mean that in the long run it won't work for you. You ultimately have the power to create your reality. And people say this all the time. I just live a normal life. But whatever you put energy into, you will receive back. And this brings me to my conclusion. I encourage you all to take the first steps of overcoming self-sabotaging behaviors. Exit your lazy girl era. It's crazy to believe that everything we do will have a consequence. And on occasion, you run into problems that were just inevitable. So you have to accept that. Have acceptance. Have compassion. And more importantly, what I want to leave you with is the only thing standing in the way of you and success is yourself. That doesn't mean that you are the only person going through this. I am too. But you are the reason for your downfalls. You can choose to get back up or you can choose to stay down. With self-awareness, patience, and persistence, you can evolve and you can break free from the self-sabotaging behaviors that are dragging you down. Believe in yourself, take action, and watch how the world unfolds before your eyes. Your reality is so close that you can touch it, but you have to believe that. Believe it. Because when you believe it, you see it, you dream it, you feel it. If there's anything I want you to take away from this, self-awareness, patience, and persistence. If you want to be a hot girl, they're very much so self-aware of what they want, they're very much so patient to receive what they want, and then they're persistent to keep going after what they want. You don't have to be the person that you've been identifying yourself as. Make a new identity. Thank you all, and please comment, subscribe, and like if you like this video. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below. Bye!